morning, peace and blessings. Habarigani.
Imani.
Habarigani.
Imani.
That's what I need, that energy. Thank you so much, Sister Chappelle, for inviting me to come up here. It's truly a blessing. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for taking the mic down to my short stature. Come on now, let's get it in, right? My job here today, well, first of all, my name is Magoma, or Sienna. My job here today is to explain Kwanzaa a little bit to you. Now, without going into major depth, I'm going to give you the meaning, the significance. I'm going to tell you what the symbols are. We'll talk about what we have here on the table and what could be added to the table, our Kwanzaa table as well. Okay. And at the end, I'm going to invite some folks who are going to come up and help with the Mushumu Saba ceremony, which is the lighting of the candles. Okay. As well, to keep us all engaged too, I'm going to have you do a call and response as well when we get to that point. Is that all good with everybody?
Hey, Bo.
All right, good. That's what I'm talking about. Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa means first fruits. Okay. It's a holiday that is a cultural synthesis of both continental and diasporic African cultural elements. Okay. And as Sister Chappelle says, it seeks to reaffirm and restore that cultural significance, that cultural bonding. Okay, that's why we're here today. It starts on December 26th of our calendar year here that we're using, and it ends on January 1st, which is today. Okay, so this is the end of Kwanzaa. If you haven't started yet, you're a little bit late, but that's okay. All right. The philosophy out of which Kwanzaa comes from teaches that we all think and do things that are based on our tradition and based on a practice. Okay, this practice involves the 7 candles, the 7 principles, and what we call the Nguzo Zaba. Okay, these principles have a significance for each day. So every day is a focus on a particular principle. Now, I'm not going to tell you what those principles are yet. I'm going to leave that for those who will be lighting the candles, okay? And at the end of those, after each lighting of the candle, I want you all to repeat after me what you will do with that principle, okay? All right, now, when we greet each other, you've heard us say Habarigani. Can anybody tell me what Habarigani means? What's the word? What's the news? What is going on today? Okay. So Habarigani.
Imani.
Imani means faith. The beginning, the foundation principle of Kwanzaa is unity. That's the first day. Without unity, can we do anything else?
Nope.
We really cannot. So it starts with unity and it ends with faith. I give you those two. Okay, I give you those two. All right. Let's talk a little bit about the symbols that you will see on the Kwanzaa table. One is called the mazal. Those are the crops. Okay, just think about where we're coming from. These are the crops. This is our harvest. Okay, they symbolize the African harvest celebrations and rewards of productive and collective labor. Okay, we have the makeka, which is the mat. That symbolizes the tradition and the history. It's our foundation. Okay. When you have a foundation, you place things on that foundation, you build on that foundation. The kanara, which is the candle holder, that symbolizes our roots, our parent people, our civilizations. Okay, these are our foundation. All right. The muhindi, which is the corn, that is vital to the as a symbol, because the corn represents our children. They represent our future and what can be gained by that future. Okay. We have what's called the Kikombe Chu Cha Umoja, which is simply the unity cup. All right. That symbolizes that foundational principle that I talked about in the beginning, Umoja being the first day. It's the practice which makes all things possible. We have the Mashunu Sama. Those are the 7 candles that go inside the Kanara. Each candle represents a principle. We start with the black candle, the unity candle in the middle, and then we light from red to green alternately until we get to the end, okay? We also give gifts during Kwanzaa. Not unlike Christmas, but for a different reason. The gifts for Kwanzaa symbolize the labor and the love that we give to our children and what that means to them. Their responsibility as well, okay? We also have a bandera or a flag. You may have seen a black, red, and green flag before, right? We call it normally we call it the RBG, right? But it's the black, red, and green. Black stands for the people, red stands for the blood, green stands for the promise. It's the promise of what's to come, okay? And what we do with that struggle. We also typically have what's called an Nguzo Saba poster or some sort of written document that gives us a reminder of these principles as we go through these 7 days, okay? So that is the meaning, the significance, and the symbols of Kwanzaa, okay? So at this point, can I get my people to come and help me with the lighting of the candles, Mashunu Saba ceremony?